Chef Roberto Copa Matos was just 6 and living in rural Cuba when Fidel Castro came to power in 1959. And that's when they lost ownership of the family bakery.
Born and raised under a communist system, a communist regime, and I know what it means to work for a whole month for $10 a month.
He immigrated to Miami in 2002, he says, for more political freedom and to build a life he says wouldn't have otherwise been possible. Today, he and his wife own Copa, a farm-to-table restaurant in downtown Durham.
We grew up to understand that it is very important for us not only to follow the regulations and the laws, but also to think about our community and our colleagues and how is it that they can pay their bills.
Matos says he and his neighbors have all struggled at one time or another to live under the federal $7.25 minimum wage and less. He says increasing it to $15 an hour pays off with a happier work environment and higher productivity.
They do not have to be constantly thinking how they're going to be paying their bills or solving a problem that their family or their friends are going to have.
Copa is part of the Durham Living Wage Project, a group of more than 140 small businesses committed to the effort. To be certified, a business must agree to pay an hourly wage that amounts to $15 an hour. So how do customers know they're supporting a business that pays a living wage? Copa does this by adding a visible line item 20% gratuity on the receipt called a fair wage charge.
And I think it is nothing but fair. It allows everybody to see what's going on in the industry.
He says by making the living wage designation obvious, helps build support within the community and will ultimately encourage others to follow suit.
It brings to light that there are differences between how businesses are run. And if you really want to have a healthy restaurant and service industry in your community, you should be thinking that those working there, those offering those services, also need to earn a living wage.
Matos believes paying a living wage is a trend that will grow over time. But he says until the public fully understands how some of their neighbors still struggle in silence, the scales will never tip in favor of the middle class. For NC Impact, I'm Evan Howell.